This keyboard was one of the best contenders in 2021, but now with all the new 96% keyboards available, is it still the top? We'll see about that. So this is the iQunix F97 Coral C. I do not think that they've changed anything since back then. Maybe they have, but thanks to iQunix for sponsoring this video. They really wanted me to check out this keyboard again. I think I've already seen one of their other versions of this before a long time ago. This year, it seems like 75% and 96% are just popping, booming everywhere. Every brand's making them and they're coming out month by month. You can see that I open boxes really weirdly, probably because I do the nice thing like that. It's just easier. So it's a mechanical keyboard. The colors are quite beautiful. Got an aluminum frame. It's hot swappable. Type C PBT. Got big battery and all these other things that I do not understand. We've got TTC Ace key switches. Those are pre-lubed and they're linear from what I remember. We got the keyboard. Usually it comes in a plastic cover. You get iQunix stickers. You've got a manual. This is sort of funny. Fluid invasion. Please be careful not to allow water or other liquids to enter. Don't allow fluid invasion. This is pretty much a safety manual. Here is the manual. I don't think I need to read this. Got lots of accessories here at the bottom. We've got the cable, which is braided black. We've got about 5 feet cable. Not the longest, but not the shortest. We've got a switch puller. Now I haven't used switch pullers that look like this, so today I'll be trying it out. Got a keycap puller, pretty standard. We also have one of my favorite accessories that I never ever use. I just enjoy unboxing. Is the brush. Does it do anything? I don't know. I think it just pushes hair inside your keyboard rather than cleaning it. We also have a dongle and a USB-C to USB-A converter. Very convenient. I wonder if you can extend your cable by putting one end in the other and then combine 2 of these things together. And then you've got a super duper long cable. And we've got extra keycaps for those Mac users out there. And these are double shot PBT keycaps. The underside is a coral color and the top side is navy blue. We are on the keyboard. Oh, there's a piece of hair. Perfect time to use my little dust pole thing. Get out of here. We've got 2 feet that bulge out. Now I've built a custom keyboard before where they did use these feet and these feet are all right. It's just you get a fixed angle and you can't really change it at all. The case is entirely aluminum. Wow. It looks really easy to take apart. Just unscrew the sides like this. And this comes off. This last long side attaches to this plastic piece on the back here, and that lets the wireless transceiver go through all this aluminum. So I don't recommend you doing anything to that. You got a layer of foam between your PCB and plate, and then you also have between your bottom case and your PCB. And then you can see the goods that we don't know if are good or not. These are CoStar stabilizers. They're super pain in the butt to work with. I hate them, but this keyboard has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of CoStar stabilizers. That is just easy. RGB is on. It's actually really hard to see the RGB through all these keycaps as they're not shine through. We got TTC Ace switch here. It's a pre-loop switch. Sounds really good. I really like TTC switches. I'm really glad that iQunix does use them. So the iQunix F97 Coral C, you got non-backlit, you got RGB, and you got the Ace switch. When you reload the page, you see all those other switches available too, but I guess right now they're not available. There's a bunch of different colors. There's the graffiti diary, hitchhiker. I really like this one, winter tide. You do get more switch options available for the certain color. This one has a bunch of cherry ones. There's silent rose. It's got south-facing LEDs, no PE foam or anything on the PCB, and you've got an aluminum plate too. So it's pretty stiff. It's definitely a stiff typing experience. It sounds really good though, but it's very, very stiff. Let's look at that. Stabilizer. I know they lube it. It's gotta be with the way that they sound. CoStar stabilizers. Very old school. If you don't know what they are, they're stabilizers where you have this metal bar that clips into these little plastic pieces on your plate, and you have these inserts that go into each side of your stabilizers, and they have just lubed the heck out of this thing. I'm just not gonna really touch it. Look at that. Just woo, so much. When you put these on, it's not convenient. This spacebar could use some sound dampening foam. But other than that, there's no ticking, there's nothing. So the overall keyboard is very sound dampened. You got several layers of foam. If you look at the page, you also get a huge battery, 4,000 milliampere hours. I think that's how you say it. Oh, it's got Bluetooth. Ooh, Bluetooth is super slow. So I wouldn't like game on Bluetooth. That's just too slow. It's $255. It's a lot. A lot of these people really like their keyboard. Edgy aesthetic, looks great on the desk. I sort of agree with this guy. I'm not exactly sure how this board is $250 plus. The sound's not bad. Build quality is alright. But he also bought Cherry Brown, which is not pre-lubed and not a thocky switch by any means. It's so slow. The Bluetooth is so slow. It's alright. I think my favorite key though, definitely this one, the backspace. The small stabilizers just sound so much better. The spacebar is just, see if I can get some foam for that. I have the typical spacebar foam and these foam adhesive tabs that I like to use as well. Alright, spacebar foam number 1. Doesn't really sound much different. Got spacebar foam solution number 2. This one's a little bit more permanent just because there's more adhesive everywhere. And boom, now it's fast. Now for the painful part. Why they decide to still use this, it beats me. So this actually has a lot more of a dampened sound. This one I might have used too much. What do you think? Tell me, did stock spacebar number 1 or spacebar foam number 2, which one sounds better? I think this is the most muted option. It's not a bad sound either. It's just not what I want out of it. In the last year, 2 years that this thing has been out, it hasn't changed very much. Back then, it was probably like one of the best, if not the best keyboards that was out there. But nowadays, you've got so many options. Right now, they could use a V2. Probably would get like an updated case design with a gasket mount, with updated stabilizers, and that's probably it. I mean, the keycaps are really good. The switches are really good. For the price, it is pricey. This keyboard is more expensive than the Keychron Q12. That's insane to me. Time to go to the Notion database. The database where we put every keyboard that we have ever reviewed, and you can access that using the link in the description. Price, $245. Connectivity, USB-C 2.4. Bluetooth, notes, very nice sounding keyboard. Version 2 to be competitive in the state of keyboards in 2023. Software, they have their own thing. Stabilizers, oh gosh. There's not many co-stars. You'll see that there are not that many co-stars. We'll filter our table for co-star stabilizers, and really only iQunix has done this. Like no other keyboard brand that I have seen in the past 5 years do this. I'll give it 4 stars. I don't know what else to say about it. Let me know. Tell me what you think. How's this keyboard doing in late 2023 compared to all the other options out there, especially 96% that are like super full of new keyboard tech. And here's a sound test.